Yo, yo, yo. Let me try to get a little, let me get situated here. Let me get situated here. Hold on. Yo, what's up? This is Jay Scott, man. It's comedian Jay Scott. Right now, you tuned in to I'm a Bully Radio. It's actually the second episode. And tonight, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to dig in a little bit, okay? Um, what you have in front of you, it's the title of the show. The ritual of Dreasjon Reed to preserve the systematic racism in Indiana. All right, I got the title at the bottom. You know what I mean? If there's anything that you want to drop in, you know what I'm saying? Check me out on YouTube. You know, I'm also checking on live. You know what I mean? Because right now, can't get the comments right now from Facebook. But right. So good. So, you know what I'm saying? What I want to do when I want to start off, man, I want to start off with some good vibes, some good energy. You know, I'm always going to start with the home team. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do on my platform. You know, I play a little bit of music, a little bit of funny stuff. You know, I mean, definitely real content. Yeah, tonight I got the Colts. I got hey man, you know, trying to have a good night, man. Started off rough, but I'm gonna get into all that, man. Let me just start off right quick with home team. You know what I'm saying? This is like my theme song right here, man. So this right here, man, is to get you motivated, get you moving. You know what I'm saying? So let's ride with that. You know what I'm saying? It's comedian Jay Scott. Let's go, man.
Cheer. So when you dropping, kid, mouse. Yeah. Y'all already know what time it is. See, here in the Midwest, we work hard for everything we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? We only live by one motto. You heard? Man, if you don't grind it, you don't shine, then what the fuck you signed up for? If you don't grind it, you don't shine, then what the fuck you signed up for? You mad at me for? Only thinking everything was bust moves. Yeah, put a couple of niggas on, but they don't even know how to tie their shoes. They say you don't grind it, you don't shine, then what the fuck you signed up for? If you don't grind it, you don't shine, then what the fuck you signed up for? What you mad at me for? Only thinking everything was bust moves. Yeah, put a couple of niggas on, but they don't even know how to tie their shoes. Mouse, I ain't trying to be no king, nigga. I just want to see my ends all the way to the end with a couple M's that defines M. About time clap for giving heat to burn. Up certain niggas to the seat to learn. I think it's my turn to get know that time waits, but no space. So I feel the void to get my cheesesteak. I got a taste for the good life, and it's about time I eat my heated up dinner plate. And I'm half baked. What the fuck you mean? I'm moving half pound. If you keep it shaking when I'm on the clock, I got the time to waste to keep it faithful. My mind frame is you don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you sign up for? Couple bad hoes up in Chicago, tore down shorts up in Ohio, and I'm like no other MC for the Indianapolis. When I'm attacking this beat, put it on repeat for 2013. When you see me, know I'm clockworking these beats, and I'm clockworking these streets. What the fuck you know about me? I hustle hard, my G. I said I'm clockworking these beats, and I'm clockworking these streets. What the fuck you know about me? I hustle hard, my G. You don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? You don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? You mad at me for? Only thinking everything was bust moves. Yeah, put a couple of niggas on, but they don't even know how to tie their shoes. They say you don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? You don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? What you mad at me for? Only thinking everything was bust moves. Yeah, put a couple of niggas on, but they don't even know how to tie their shoes. Now I set it off for my city. Now everybody wanna set trends. I come from the lost in section in the Midwest neck town, now reppin'. I guess I put the pressure on these players. Now they got my juices flowing, locked in the fender. I'm Bruce Bowen. After that, keep that champagne pouring. I'll be cheap. Like the Minions in Cleveland. I know normally smoke, but I do up in being a CEO of my business. And while that competition still fishing, I'ma go clockwork these streets. Talking corner, half, elbow, room stack, my cheese, so give me 50 feet, yeah, bitch. I don't give handouts, yeah, bitch. I tips at work, everybody gonna clock in, even in the street, yeah, bitch. Long as my flow is ridiculous, every 2 days I'm flipping. Shouts out to the haters in Dallas, it ain't no time. When I'm on the grind, know that I'm clockworking these beats, and I'm clockworking these streets. What the fuck you know about me? I hustle hard, my G. I said I'm clockworking these beats, and I'm clockworking these streets. What the fuck you know about me? I hustle hard, my G. You don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? You don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? You mad at me for? Only thing ever did was bust moves. Yeah, put a couple of niggas on, but they don't even know how to tie their shoes. They said you don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? You don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? What you mad at me for? Only thing ever did was bust moves. Yeah, put a couple of niggas on, but they don't even know how to tie their shoes. Mouse, face forward. What's up, 2013? Cheer. Clockwork these beats, clockwork these streets. Hey, one with me, this motherfucker. Clockwork these beats. Mouse.
Clockworking these beats, and I'm clockworking these streets. What the fuck you know about me? I hustle hard, my G. I said I'm clockworking these beats, and I'm clockworking these streets. What the fuck you know about me? I hustle hard, my G, my G, my G.
Yo, that was the home team right there. It's my man Mouse right there, you understand? Always gonna rock with that. You know what I'm saying? So like I said tonight, you know what I mean, I wanted to try to just, dig off a little bit. Now see, I know y'all been paying attention, man. It's a lot going on. You have these you got these groups out here that they're claiming Anitra. This shit called? Somebody hit me in the chat, man. What's that shit called? Anifa, Wiz Khalifa. It's countless videos, man, of people vandalizing, people starting these fires. You gotta understand what's going on. You got the black situation, and you got white people that are chiming in this fight. What's it? Anifa. What's it called? Antifa. My bad. Antifa. But you have that going on, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when you watch these videos, you gotta, because I mean, it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. It's I'm seeing all types of videos out here, man, that are making it a, having questions and sketchy, But what I wanted to do is that, I just wanted to get you all to understand and focus that, what you're seeing a civil war going on with, white people and the ones that don't like the government, the ones that are, the ones that are really, starting stuff, you know what I'm saying? Black people, everyone you've seen, every protest you've seen, black people are trying to really just do it peacefully, you know what I'm saying? It's not until it's initiated do we try to, now some black shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, what up, Nate, though? And yes, I'm glad you said that, Miss Sativa. These actors. Let me see if I can go ahead and start this off, man. Let me see if I can start this off. So, I want people to understand that they have, if you've ever paid attention, it's not about to storm outside, but if you've ever paid attention, they have what's called crisis actors out here, okay? Oh no, that's somebody's car. But they have crisis actors, okay? Um, nah, ain't somebody's car, somebody's fucking two-wheeler. Try not to cuss tonight, man. Try not to cuss. But they have actors out here, man. So let me and shout out to my man Jerry Goebel, man. I had him on the first episode last week, what I'm saying, going in about, some of these things that may be considered conspiracy or whatever, whatever. But let me find this clip right here. Let me pull this clip up that shows how you basically have you have actors out here, man.
Now they circling. See then look. I want you to know this is not. This is don't police people's way. Let me tell you this. This is not a black woman who's putting Black Lives Matter. I just want you to know.
First, let me try to get up to speed, man. See what you seeing right here was before some of this stuff got the going up in flames and shit like that. But you seen people who had these attire on and they're claiming to be Black Lives Matter, and which they're really not. They're considered to be this Antifa. So hold on. And so you see the sister right there, what I'm saying? Let me bring this back a little bit. So you see the sister right there walking, and she's trying to.
Now they circling. See then look. I want you to know this is not. This is don't police people's way. Let me tell you this. This is not a black woman who's putting Black Lives Matter. I just want you to know that when right, but y'all doing that for us, and we ain't asked you to do that. Listen, don't spray stuff out here when they gonna blame black people for this, and black people didn't do it. There's some black person, but
y'all hear what they saying?
We wanted you to do it, we would have asked. They not gonna show y'all faces when they see that on their building. They gonna
y'all hear this, man? Y'all hear this, man?
blame that on us. Y'all are part of the problem. News come on, they gonna say we did that. We didn't do that. Stuff like this ain't right. Stuff like this ain't right. That's what the problem is. We out here standing together peacefully, protesting without any problems. You got people of all races spraying on buildings talking about Black Lives Matter. That ain't even us. You got police officers coming to a peaceful protest spraying gas on us. We ain't even did nothing. Don't let the media fool you. When they see the vandalism on these places, know that it wasn't us.
You hear people?
And when you see stuff like that, you're supposed to stand up and say something. Don't spray on these people's buildings. That's not our message. That's not helping nothing. And then putting it on us, and then want to argue with us and say somebody black asked you to spray. We don't need nobody to do nothing for us. That's why we out here doing it ourselves.
So you see, man, and that's just one of many videos that are out here that are circulating, that are showing this Antifa. They're showing things, I mean, come on, man. They took over police precincts. All right. So I just want to just kind of put that out there, man, just to bring people kind of up to speed, man. I'm not gonna play none of the George Floyd video right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of wait to go into that. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to show like what the sister said, is crisis actors going on out here. So, but I'm just gonna try to dig right in. So, like I said, what you see at the bottom right there, you see at the bottom, you see what this show is titled, "The Ritual of Sean Reed to preserve the historic systematic racism in Indiana." I don't know if you're familiar with this, but Indiana has a very long history of racism. Okay. And what I'm getting ready to show you are things that just were in Indiana alone. Okay. These are things that were just in Indiana alone. Okay. But first though, let me give a shout out. Let me give a shout out to those that put in the work and damn, where's it at? Damn, where's it at? I'm gonna find it. Those that showed up and went to the mayor's house, pulled up on the mayor's house. You know what I'm saying? They're all actors. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. George, yeah. Soros. Your boy, George Soros. If you don't know who that is, he's like a billionaire, man. You know what I'm saying? And he is the one allegedly, all right, let me say this. Allegedly, he is the one that's behind the scenes that's funding this stuff going on with the Antifa and all these places that are getting burnt down, all these places that are you know what I'm saying, getting hit up. Um, but like I said, this goes back with Indiana, man. I'm just gonna go right in, man. If you don't know who this is right here, if you don't know who this is right here, all right. First person I'm gonna show is Margaret Sanger. All right, Margaret Sanger. Now mind you, what I'm getting ready to bring to you is all is pretty much from the point of where slavery ended to where people actually came and lived in Indianapolis. Because in Indianapolis, man, believe it or not, you had a black culture. You had a black culture, and I'm gonna show you some of that. But you had a black culture. But this right here is someone who is beloved by Hillary Clinton. These are facts. Yeah, he do fund Black Lives Matter. But this right here is facts, man. Right here, man. Margaret Sanger. She was someone who was part of the eugenics movement, and she wanted to see black people be um, gone genetically. And so let me put this clip on right quick. You know what I mean? So you can get an idea on what I'm talking about. Hold on.
Testimonies I'm posting for. And everything that they said happened to them happened to me. I kept a secret. Black women do not tell that we had abortion. It's our shame to tell it, they say. So God said, tell all the secret business. White folks have secrets and black folks have business. And we all say, don't tell it, right? I said, God, really? I thought people were going to like me. I was going to be important, and people were going to congratulate me, and I'm going to go say, Nisa Martin Luther King had abortions. God, really? Yeah. He said, if you do it, people will be healed. Yes, yes. And so many people are being healed by the truth being told. Now, this is 2 Chronicles 7:14 in the 21st century.
All right, that ain't what I was trying to play. All right, hold on, hold on a second. Hold on, let me just get you. Let me get you just to let you know what she looked like. This is what this. Now, mind you, this interview right here is from Mike Wallace. All right, Mike Wallace. All right, he's still like alive. I mean, even back then, Mike Wallace was.
What you're about to witness is an unrehearsed, uncensored interview.
And I'm just gonna play a little bit of this.
It will be a free discussion of an adult topic, a topic that we feel merits public examination. My name is Mike Wallace. The cigarette is Philip Morris.
Look, they had the commercials back then. The cigarettes was popping. Nigga, Philip Morris was Philip Morris was getting some shout out. Nigga, this is in the 50s. Now mind you, Margaret Sanger had been getting it in since after slavery, like early 1900s.
Tonight we go after the story of the woman who violated convention and bucked powerful opposition to lead the birth control movement in America. You see her behind me. She is Mrs. Margaret Sanger, who was thrown into jail 8 different times for her efforts. If you're curious to know why Mrs. Sanger has devoted her life to the birth control movement, if you'd like to hear her answer to the charge that birth control is a sin, and if you want to get her views on politics, divorce, and God, we'll go after those stories in just a moment. My guest's opinions are not necessarily mine.
Hey, man, I'm about to skip through this a little bit. This man, God damn, Mike Wallace, this nigga right here, man.
Clinic in the United States back in 1916. Birth control.
Got no love for Mike Wallace.
The police threw her into jail as they were to do 7 more.
Just look at her, man. Look at this woman, man. This is someone who Hillary Clinton.
That conviction too. And so what I'd like to know is this: what events, what emotions in your life made Margaret Sanger a crusader for birth control?
Nigga, Philip Morris. Nigga.
Well, Mr. Wallace, it's hard to say that any one thing
Philip
has
Morris.
made one do this or that. I think from the very beginning.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout people out.
Large family. My mother died young. 11 children. Made an impression on me as a child. I was a trained nurse. Went among the people.
You know what? I'm gonna find a better clip than that. I got one better than that. But I wanted to, let's see. I got an article that what I'm saying, this had to do with and I'm just gonna read a little bit of it, okay? This is having to do with Margaret Sanger, and this is when in the 20s, Margaret Sanger started to set up shop. Okay, so you might not be able to read this, but I'm going to read it for you. It's like starting right here. There's articles that you can pretty much look up for yourself. You know what I mean? But it says, after the adoption of liberal principles, Nicholson engaged in her first real reform work in 1931. Birth control activist Margaret Sanger reportedly solicited Nicholson to help establish Indiana's first Planned Parenthood. Now, this is Margaret Sanger right there. A New York representative visited Nicholson in the city, describing the very disappointing lack of progress they seem to be making because they're apparently very little known about family planning and very little in general terms of such a concept. Now, like I said, Nicholas was convinced that this should change and establish a chapter in Indianapolis. Around this time, Indianapolis had started to get a lot of people. Like, Indianapolis started to have, I'm talking about the city, had like maybe almost close to 200,000 people. All right, now this is the part I want y'all to understand. So outside of her role in Planned Parenthood, she worked as a public educator, going into cities, sometimes very poor, miserable ghettos, to increase awareness of the menace of venereal disease, because they tried to say that we were overly sexual and had diseases, but we were getting raped from slavery. It became clear to Nicholson that ignorance about sexual health was widespread, including her own lack of knowledge about diseases, which she had referred to syphilis as the awfuls and gonorrhea the nevers. What the fuck is this shit, man? During this often uncomfortable meeting with the public, Nicholson sought to inspire an open dialogue and back and forth about taboo subjects. Now, mind you, she did all this, and she finally realized in this article that Margaret Sanger was extremely racist. Okay, so now the reason why I'm going through this chronologically, because I want you all to understand how the culture was set up in Indianapolis. All right. I want you to see how things were from the jump. Things were beyond, what I'm saying, ridiculous. You know what I mean? If you look at history, right? If you just look at history, yeah, and I'm gonna tie this into the brother Sean Reed. But let me, because I got stuff I want to play first, man. Like I said, I want to give a shout out to, and I'm not gonna be on here much. I'm not gonna be on here long, but I want to give a shout out to, what I'm saying, those that rolled up on the mayor's place of residency. Hold on, man. Let me. You try to have shit ready to go, and it ain't ready to go. Hold on. I think this is it.
Protest started early today. Charlene Cristobal is live on the north side where a protest has already wrapped up. And Charlene, this group went right to Indy Mayor Joe Hogsett's home.
That's right, Jess. So we started here on 38th and Meridian, and then they drove.
Don't tell me they're trying to mess with the live.
To start the morning, which again, besides it was a car protest today, which is again something different than it has been the last 10 days, but also they did not share their route with us, so we were not sure where they were going, so we had to follow them really blindly here and figure out where they were headed to. They did stop in the neighborhood on 82nd and Meridian, and they told us that that is where Mayor Joe Hogsett lived. We noticed some security guards that were standing out of one particular house, which is what we were told was Mayor Joe Hogsett's house as well. Now, the mayor and no one in that home came out to talk to protesters at all, but there were a lot of protesters out there chanting, "Wake up, Joe," also chanting "No justice, no peace," and chanting Dreasjon Reed's name as well. Also, a couple of neighbors that lived in that neighborhood right next to Mayor Joe Hogsett, they came out and they really talked with protesters. Some of them shook their hands, some of them just took video and stood silently, but really no one stopped them from protesting there. So they were there for a couple of minutes and then they headed back over to the church. They told us that they are not done yet and they will not be done, but really what they want from the mayor is they want more action, and that's what they told us.
There we go. Here we go.
Mayor Joe Hogsett, he's the one that set the curfew. He's the one that stood with the people yesterday and still put a curfew on us and still have police and riot gear. And we were still peaceful at the end of the day. Why, if you're an ally, why do you have a curfew? If you're an ally, why don't you give us something? Give us something. And he hasn't gave us anything.
Some other protesters, as we drove back to 38th and Meridian, this church here, they told us that they do not want another picture with Mayor Joe Hogsett. They also do not want him to join them for any more protests until he releases the names of the officers involved in Dreasjon Reed's case. Now, when we checked in with you about 30 minutes ago, you saw that a lot of those protesters were here peacefully sitting in a circle, sharing their reasons for being part of this movement. And really, it was...
Okay, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Let me see what's going on, man. I may have too many windows open. Let me hold on a second. Because it kind of do like that messing with the live though, huh? Let's hold on, man. Let me try to do something on my end. Because you know what I'm saying, I don't, you know, like I said, I don't care how many people watch this. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need big numbers. You understand what I'm saying? As long as I'm getting out some type of truth and facts, then that's all that matters, y'all. You gotta understand, man. All right, so let me get rid of some of this. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. They fucking with a nigga stream, yo. Hold on, let me see if I can. They messing with my stream, son. See, they try to. They really interrupting the brother flow up in here, right? They messing with the brother flow, man. They messing with the brother's flow, but you know what? I'm gonna get through this. So let me hold on. So you know, I'll go back and forth, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me play this part. Let me play this. Let me play this right quick.
A large gathering of what appeared to be hundreds of people took place here in this parking lot. Around the same time, a 16-year-old girl was killed by a stray bullet.
Now let me say something about this, okay? So I'm gonna be going back and forth at this point, all right? I'm gonna go back to the history. But I want you to see this video right here is part of the reason why I believe there was something systematically that happened to the brother Sean Reed. Okay. Reason being is because, so you gotta understand, when this particular situation happened that night, okay, you had 100 people in one place. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Y'all had it was like 100 people in one place. Do you know the last time? Do you know the last time that's ever been allowed to happen? I don't think y'all understand, man. Do y'all understand that the last time they had people um in large amounts of black people that met in one area? Do you understand? Do you understand how long ago? You understand how long ago that's been since they've allowed that? It's been at least like 20 years, man. If you know anybody that grew up on 38th Street or grew up when 38th Street was popping, they did not like the fact that cars were all over the place, popping, just, you know what I'm saying? It was if you was up around that area, if you grew up, man, it was popping, man. It was popping. It was on and popping. And so when I seen this video, I was like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? How is it they letting all these people meet at one time? And see, I'm trying to find a picture. I'm trying to find a picture of it.
Charlene, take us through what you're seeing.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, Jess, so this is very different than other protests that we've seen in the past 10 days. Everyone is in their cars. They have it all decorated. You can see that there are a lot of Black Lives.
Hold on. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna get it. They messing with the nigga live, but I'm gonna get it. Look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, because I want to just set this up, man. I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to really understand. All right, now this is a picture that I found that was floating and circulating on Facebook, of course. Now look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. Okay, so at this point, if anybody, if you can't see me good on, if you can't see me good on Facebook right now, you know what I'm saying, you can go ahead and switch over to YouTube. Switch over to YouTube. If you can't see me that good, switch over to YouTube. The feed is 81,000. All right. So as you see, man, Facebook is kind of trying to do something, and I ain't even cussing. All right, I ain't even cussing really. I mean, it said just maybe one cuss word. But you know what I'm saying? If you're on YouTube, man, I'm live on YouTube. Go to comedian Jay Scott, man. I'm live on YouTube, and everything seems crispy. Now look at this picture, man. This is how it was looking. Let me take this banner off. This is how it was looking when they let people out. See, they had a staying home thing going on in Indianapolis where you couldn't really go out. This picture right here, this is the people. This is a flyer from what had happened a couple days before. You understand what I'm saying? This is a for real flyer, man. Where look at all these cars. Look at all these cars. They try to say that it might have been 500 cars out there that night. Okay, they saying it might have been 500 cars out there, man. You understand what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this shit, man. Look at this. Look at this. Look at all that. They never allowed this to happen in like 20 years in Indianapolis. Okay, so let me preface that, man, before I play anything else, because y'all gotta understand, man, that nigga that right there. So what ended up happening from that is that you had a 16 or a teenage girl got shot in the face when she was driving in the car or in the passenger side with her mother. All right. And Now, mind you, no, I don't want to start talking about these leaders and activists and all that, because none of these niggas show. I see no videos or nothing of these niggas talking about that shooting or the little 8-year-old boy that got shot through the house. I'm talking all Indianapolis. I see none of that. So let's not talk about that shit. But what I'm about to show you right here, you know what I'm saying, is I believe what started the process rolling for Dreasjon Reed to get basically ritually killed. Okay, this is, I believe, the process right here that started, because what you gotta understand is that this whole time, oh shit, this whole time, people have been locked up. People have been in the house the whole time. People have been trying to get along with their significant others and shit like that, man. And kids is acting out and wilding out. I mean, it's still like that to a degree now. But this right here, when I'm getting ready to play, this right here is basically, I think, what started it, because this killing right here, see, you gotta understand how systematic supremacy works. When they allow this to happen, as far as people going out, and then you have a massive amount of people that show up for this, they show up for that. All right, I'm talking about all these people. When this happens, this gives the law enforcement the green light to be able to harm black people, and it started to build. And I'm gonna say that they used Dreasjon Reed as a ritual because of all these other things that were happening out in this country. Okay, so they used this ritualistic assassination to try to cover up for these other things that's happening in the country. And so they got the whole gun narrative. They got the thing that he didn't shot at the police, which is false. Okay, so but I believe this started it right here. And let me go ahead and play this right quick.
Riding with her mom here at the intersection of 38th and Arlington. That's why today community leaders got together and asked for patience and justice. Here on Arlington Avenue Sunday morning, a bullet tore into a car with a mother and her 2 daughters inside, killing 16-year-old Naya Coate.
Unfortunately, a 16-year-old girl lost her life to what may have been just an errant bullet. But the point is, 16-year-old is dead.
IMPD Chief Randall Taylor admits right now his detectives don't know who fired the deadly shot or why.
I don't know that we have a whole lot.
Now, mind you. Let me put this in perspective. Mind you, when all these people were there, when all this was going on, when all this was happening, all right, when all this was happening, let me get my banner back up. When all this was happening, there was no police in sight. No police in sight. When all, man, do you understand? Them niggas met up at like, this was like 2, 3 in the morning. This was like 2, 3 in the morning. This was like 2 or 3 in the morning. This right here, 2 or 3 in the morning, son. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they allowed that. The police didn't even show up. The police weren't even around. None of this shit, man. Hold on, man. So I'm trying to keep the cussing down to minimum, okay? But
suspects really at this point. All I know is we've got a dead 16-year-old, and it shouldn't be.
Reverend Charles Harrison shared a picture on Twitter of a large crowd gathered near the scene of the shooting.
There you go.
They were there for a car meet. Several faith leaders and city county council members condemned that activity as reckless, especially because—
Can you see all that, man? Can you see? I mean, a lot of y'all probably seen the picture. A lot of y'all seen this picture, man. A lot of y'all seen this picture. I know a lot of y'all seen this picture. Look at all them people, man. And see, man, my thing is like, man, where are any elders, any OGs? Where was y'all niggas at, man? Even anybody in my age, my age bracket, I'm considered an OG. I'm gonna tell you this, man. If I was out there, man, my first reaction would have been looking around at all these people like, yo, y'all don't feel like this is a setup, nigga? Look at all these cars. No one was. I mean, you know, like I said, man, I'm not gonna say none of these leaders, none of these people, nobody was there to say, hey, this is a setup, son. We getting set up right now. Shit.
As Marion County remains under a stay-at-home order due to COVID-19.
The gathering and the conduct that was here at 38th and Arlington this weekend is, for lack of a better term right this moment, selfish. And it promoted death.
Please remember that your life is connected to others' lives. So
I mean, shout out to Ashley, man. I follow her on Facebook, man. I know she down there.
do everything you can to stay home.
Even before the deadly shooting took place, Chief Taylor claims his officers spent hours working to disperse several large groups of people and estimates between 150 and 500 cars.
100.
In the meantime, the city county councilman for that area pleaded for help solving the teen's murder.
I want to ask for help on identifying those that may have been involved with this shooting this past weekend. We are a community, and we care about each other, and we're going to show it.
Finally, anyone with information on the weekend violence is still asked to contact Crime Stoppers. So far, no arrests have been made.
No arrests have been
Jesse
made.
Wells, Fox 59 News.
So, you know, I'm trying to close some of these windows out, man. That's why it's slowing down. I think it's slowing down because of that. But you see that right there, man. You see, so, and let me say, man, that video I just played, I wasn't able to play the whole thing, all right, because it was a whole press conference. But when I saw the whole press conference, I'm gonna say this, man. See, they didn't show the other dude. It was another guy there. I don't know if he was a pastor or a preacher. He was like a skinnier dude. And, you know, this Negro gets on live television and says, look, I'm talking about, he gets on live TV and he says, right now, we don't care about that death that happened. We're worried about COVID-19. That's what came out the nigga mouth, man. That's what came out of his mouth. That's why they ain't showing all of that video. You understand what I'm saying? Because that man said out of his mouth, they weren't worried about that. They worried about COVID-19. They weren't worried about the death. All right, now let me continue on, man. So just to keep going back and forth. So this right here is an article that I saw that, you know, they often try to do things that are kind of tricky and funny and makes no sense. Somebody tell me what somebody tell me what is this? Somebody tell me what is this? What is this? What is this? Somebody tell me what that is. What is that? What is that? Somebody tell me what that is, man. Madison County Curry named special prosecutor in the Indiana police shooting case. I'm just gonna move on. Somebody, I see they trying to get this all the way black, and they're gonna try to make people feel sorry, and they're gonna make them try to feel sorry for the police. All right, trust me, they're gonna try to twist this and turn this, man, the best way they can. All right, but let me get back into the history. So you gotta understand, recently, and I don't have the article right now because, you know, I mean, this just happened. So let me see if I can pull it up. So this monument just got taken down. Wait a minute, no, I got it. This monument got taken down that is clearly, and that's part of what's popping off in this country. You have these white supremacist statues that are around. When they talk about the forefathers, and man, let's get this understood. When you hear people talking about forefathers in this country, you gotta understand, man, all these people were some Masonic white supremacists. and they had statues everywhere. They had statues everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? They had statues everywhere. So let me play this right here. So this right here I saw and shout out to LeBron Anderson, man. You know, he be breaking stories and shit. So let me get this up first. And like I said, man, I've been on here for like 45 minutes, and you know what I mean. I'm gonna try to keep this under 90 minutes. Okay, so let me. Okay, that is not what I want. And this ain't the only monument that they've been, people have been, so now what they've done is let me get there we go. This right here says crews work to dismantle Confederate monument in Indianapolis. All right, now when I read this, now this is just part of the story, okay? But when I read the article, nigga, they look, man, they taking this apart, but they still about to save it. They about to save it. Do you understand how this white supremacy works, man? If you don't understand, in Indiana, man, they just found Nat Turner's skull. Someone in Indiana had it. So when these things that they put together, these things that they have, man, they hold on to this shit. All right, you can go look this up right here. So they dismantling this Confederate thing, but see, they doing it on purpose at this point. All right, they doing this stuff on purpose because they mad. They mad because they mad because right now what they trying to do ain't working. And I'ma just, you know what I mean, because I'm just gonna go right in. Let me try to get to some little history right quick though, because I want y'all to understand, man, that there was we in Indiana, you had mayors, you know what I mean. There was a mayor, his last name was Stevenson. You understand, like this dude in the 20s was like a serial, like he was a murderer. Like he like murdered, like he like sexually assaulted and like sodomized the chick and bit her and tortured her and all this other stuff, man. And he was a known white supremacist. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get my shit together over here. So like I said, man, when it comes and then let me throw this out here. Before I forget. Another reason why black people are mad out here in Indianapolis is because of this shit right here. These niggas right here, man. Matter of fact, where my picture at? Look at this, man. Look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this, son. Look at this. Come on, man. Look at this right here, man. Look at this, man. Look at this shit, man. He looked way too comfortable with them police right there, man. He looked way too comfortable with them police. So, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna get back to I see you, Sativa. I'm gonna throw out who the dude is here in a minute. I'm just going through, some of the stuff I got while I can. You know what I mean? Oh, who is that? That's Reverend Charles Harrison. That's Reverend Charles Harrison. Okay, that picture I just showed you, that was Reverend Charles Harrison. Now, the reason why I bring this up and point these dudes out is because, man, when it comes to what's going on in the city of Indianapolis, you have what's called this 10-point coalition who are supposed to be, those that are surveying the streets. They're supposed to be almost deputized police community watch ass niggas. But I'm gonna tell you, man, when it comes to the anger of the city of Indianapolis, y'all understand that Indianapolis is one of the biggest cities in the country that don't have police officers with body cams. Did you know that? Did you know that? Indianapolis is one of the largest cities, and I'm gonna play this clip too of Dreasjon's family too. But let me just get this in. So it says Indianapolis is the largest city in the nation without police body cameras. On the night Indianapolis police officers shot and killed 2 men, not a single officer in the department's 1,700 person force was wearing a body cam. All right. It says of the top 20 most populated U.S. cities, only Indianapolis does not outfit at least some of its officers with body cameras. The Indy Star found. Smaller neighboring cities also have introduced body cameras, including Carmel, Fishers, Greenwood, and Lawrence. It's a fact that leaves some incredulous. You gotta understand, man. They. So when people say, just like Sativa just asked a great question, what are they doing with the budget? What are they doing with the budget? You know what they're doing with the budget? You know what they're doing with the budget? You know what they're doing with the budget? They giving it to these niggas. They giving it to the 10-point coalition. That's who they giving it to. Look at what I'm getting ready to look. It said, now I'm just reading a little bit of it, okay? With the success of its resume, the group received a total of $300,000 in grants from the city, as well as pledges for an additional $300,000 over the next couple years. Man, do you understand? Do you understand that the 10-point coalition has been around since like 2000? Somebody talk to me. Y'all understand that this has been around the city of Indianapolis for like 20 years. Okay? It's been around for 20 years. And you know what I'm saying? What makes it even more messed up is this in the same article, because this you can go check the articles that I'm looking up, you know what I mean? All these are sources that, you know what I mean, or public that you can look up. Where is it at? Because I read that, you know what I mean, the mayor, boom, here it go. This right here, I'm just gonna read it. It said, this is from Mayor Hogsett, you know what I mean? Mayor Hogsett, now in his 5th year, has prioritized restoring IMPD staffing to a level that would allow for a department-wide community-based policing strategy. Once it was clear we were well on our way to achieving those staffing goals, IMPD leadership began to work to ensure that the implementation of body-worn cameras occurs in a way that is financially suitable and balances privacy interests with the need of transparency. This is where it's about to get all the way interesting. Hogsett sought and won an approval for $1.2 million for body cams in the city's 2020 budget for a mid to late summer deployment, which remains on track. The Shaffer said the city would need to dedicate about 2.4 annually to support the body. So the 1.2, he won an approval, okay, but they still didn't even have the body cams. But you know who got money? Because look, this article right here in the Indianapolis Monthly, this was in November 13, 2019. Okay. And so you got countless amounts of stories, man. People talking about how these dudes is worthless, man. These dudes ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? And I could pull those up, but you know what I'm saying? That's facts, man. You can find that shit out for yourself. All right. But let me hop back. Let me hop back on into some of the history. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why this nigga page is up like that. But let me just dig off into some of this history stuff, man. I'm not gonna be on here too much longer, man. Appreciate those that's on right now, man. I'm going simultaneously, man, on Facebook and YouTube. You know what I mean? I can't. If anybody, wait a minute. I see some comments. There you go. I see present. There you go. All right, go from 150 to 500. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's why I said previously 150 to 500. Man, come on, man. So, let me just play a little bit of this, man, that I found, man. Of course, I gotta throw in some from this nigga Pac, man. Okay, cause hold on.
Element that white people are scared of, black people are scared of. The same.
Here, this is an interview he did. You know, same thing applies today.
The same crime element that white people are scared of, black people are scared of. The same crime element that white people fear, we fear. So we defend ourselves from the same crime element that they scared of. You know what I'm saying? While they waiting for legislation to pass and everything, we next door to the killer. We next door to him, you know, because we up in the projects where it's 80 in the building. All them killers that they letting out, they right there in that building. But it's better, just because we black, we get along with the killers or something. We get along with the rapists because we black and we from the same hood. What is that? We need protection too. Finally, one thing for us to remember is that this.
So you know what I'm saying? You hear what Pac's saying? You hear what Pac's saying? It's the same that the rules apply to this day, nigga. To this day. Okay, so hold on. Let me just throw in, because you know right now, man, if you have not been up to speed, man, you got a lot of police officers that have left IMPD. You have police officers that left of the police department. You know what I mean? And I got some articles on that, but I want to throw in some of this history right quick, because I want it to be fully understood. That, you know what I'm saying, this stuff goes deep, man, and I'm about to tie this into, you know, how they assassinated the brother. You understand? In the Indianapolis history, like I said, you have a lot of prominent people that came from Indianapolis. You know what I mean? You have Dr. Andrew J. Brown. You know, Dr. Andrew J. Brown was basically the Martin Luther King of Indianapolis. You know what I'm saying? And they don't really give him a lot of shine. You know, they give him a little street, and they give him, you know, they got him like a school. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta understand, man. And Andrew J. Brown was that guy, man. He was that guy. You know, anytime that Martin Luther King was down in Indianapolis, Andrew J. Brown was right there, you know what I mean? Right there. So let me show him some love right quick, man.
Dr. Andrew Brown was the Indiana Martin Luther King. He was Dr. King's lieutenant.
The audio may be a little janky.
The chosen one, really. And if today your soul, the soul of this community, is a little cleaner, then we can thank Dr. Andrew Brown.
When America entered the Second World War, Andrew John Brown Jr., a young seminary student from Indianapolis, joined the Army as a field chaplain. One winter, while working in a munitions depot, Brown rescued two fellow soldiers from a near-fatal accident with poisonous gases. The soldiers survived, but the mustard gas badly scarred Brown's leg. Doctors told him they would have to amputate him and sent him to a special whites-only hospital to perform the operation. Because of his race, he was not allowed to stay in the hospital, but rather on the back porch, where he was forced to stretch out between two long chairs.
It was in the holidays, Christmas night. It was very cold. He was the only black soldier at that hospital. He was on a back porch, cold, and there was no one to visit him, nobody. And I guess we said after midnight or something, one of the nurses, the hospital came to the porch, and she had a couple of doctors and illness or something going on, and she apologized for him having to suffer this way, and she felt the indignity uncalled for that night.
Late that night, Brown prayed to God to save his leg, promising that if God saw him through this troubling time, he would devote his life to fighting social injustice. Within a few weeks, Andrew J. Brown walked out of the hospital on his own power.
He was destined to do his promised land. That was really his.
Hey, I'm just going to have pause that, man, because I don't know how that's coming in. It looked like it may be, you know what I'm saying, coming in a little slow. But you know what I'm saying, if you just type in Dr. Andrew J. Brown, you know what I'm saying, you can get a full clip on him. You know, there was other people, you know, if you look at this, you know what I'm saying, this right here shows you how they basically did this to every black neighborhood in the country where, you know what I'm saying, they shattered the black neighborhood. This right here is basically the highway. They put the highway in the middle of the hood. They put that in the middle of the hood, and they did this to a lot of places. You know, this is where the intersect of I-65 and 70. You understand what I'm saying? That right there is the highway. This is the highway. You understand what I'm saying? They made sure to disrupt and dismantle, you know what I'm saying, any black culture that Indianapolis had. Now I'm saying these things because I want you to get an understanding that, you know what I mean, there's always been a black presence, black culture in the city. You know what I'm saying? There's always been that from Mass Ave to, you know what I'm saying, you had prominent doctors, you know what I'm saying? You had those that were really there, for the city. All right, now what I'm gonna do right now is you know, I want to show this. You know what I mean? This is, you know what I mean? This right here is, you know, at some point, you know, Indiana had once had hate crimes, but it's quietly disappeared. You know what I'm saying? Like this is from the Star. You know, and I just want to show you these things because I wanna kind of quickly just move along, man. And I appreciate those that, you know, stayed on right now. But I want to show this right here on how this is tying into the police. And you know, the police has always been around Indianapolis. Police had started out in the 1860s. All right, so the police have been around since slavery. I'm talking about the police in Indianapolis. Okay, they have been around since the 1800s. All right, so let me get that clearly understood. But this right here basically tells you on what's happening. Hold on, no. The FBI warned of white supremacists and law enforcement 10 years ago. Has anything changed? Has anything really changed? No. If anything, it's gotten all the way worse. That's why it's popping right now today. All right. So these are things that has happened that have infiltrated into law enforcement. And so, you know, what I want to do is, man, I want to play this clip with you know what I mean, Dreasjon Reed's family. And you know what I'm saying, this is when they, now I don't have the diagram, but you can look this up. you know, it shows you the branches of, you know, the communication in law enforcement. And so this dude right here, and this is stuff that we need to do. We need to be looking this stuff up. We need to know this stuff, okay? So here we go. Let me play. And black people, what we got to do, we got to definitely stop trying to get emotional. These people do not care about emotion. They don't care about emotion, man. They don't.
Job is to do what?
What is the resolve of my son's murder? You know, what are y'all doing? Like, I mean, what's going on? Sure. You know, I mean, officers are fired. I mean, what's going on? I mean, like, y'all been murdering this black people, and I hate to say it like that, but y'all been murdering black people for years. You know what I mean? And so, while the stipulations with the body cameras and everything, why that wasn't implicated? Why it wasn't on? As soon as you pull your pistol, ain't the body camera supposed to come on? Something's supposed
Now
to
watch this nigga answer.
You know what I mean? So
watch what this nigga
is that
say.
happening? I mean, what's going on?
So you've posed a number of questions, okay? Number one, we don't have body cameras. We've gone through, so we did a pilot program with body cameras. We're hoping to purchase those, but that has to go through a procedure. So we do believe there's money for it, but there are no body cameras on the department at this point. There's no body cameras. There's no body cameras. Okay, well, there's no body cameras from the police department.
It's multiple people out here with on their phones. It's on live.
And that's fine, but that's not a body cam.
Face is on live.
Now, so you hear he said that's fine, but it's not a body cam. But just keep listening, man, because see how he finesses this shit.
My face is on my brother's phone right now. They got it on their phone with my little brother being shot after he was tased. They tased him and shot my little brother. They shot my little brother down after he was already down. He told them he was unarmed and they took my baby. They took him from us. He was unarmed. He told them that and they tased him and shot him down.
Now, what y'all gotta understand, man, is that there's been reports, man, allegedly of people saying that were there that he had no gun, all right, on him. But there's reports that he had a gun, so I'm really personally thinking that it was in the car. He kept it in the car, and he just ran out. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna show the video, but you know what I mean. Just keep watching this, man, because you're gonna see it's all a finesse bag, man. They finesse him, man.
Ain't no justice for that. Ain't none. We'll never see him again. I see him in the casket, my daughter. He was 21. He was in the Air Force to be a cop. So practice to serve y'all. And y'all took him. And he was trying to be what y'all was on. Y'all took him.
So let me say what I know of the investigation. One, it just occurred yesterday. Two, there was indeed a weapon. We know that weapon was... All right, let me ask you this. If you want me to give you the information I have...
You hear the people? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm getting ready to kill this because I'm getting ready to, you know, I'm getting ready to just wrap this up by showing a clip here in a minute from brother Moju Ajabu. But just keep listening.
If you don't want to hear it, let the chief speak. I can't do anything with that. I can't be here to debate the case. There's no way I can do that. The only thing I can assure this family is that investigation is ongoing. It's going to be ongoing for at least a number of days. Yes, days. There's procedure. Please listen. There's investigation that is proceeding. It is going to take a number of days. There's no way around that. You want us to do a thorough investigation. You don't want us to just go off what people are saying. We will complete that investigation as quickly as we can. But it is an investigation. There's going to be things that are going to come out that unfortunately the family may not want to hear. But there was indeed a weapon. We know that weapon was fired. Now that doesn't mean that our officer did everything right. I'm not here to try to convince you of that. But that's why we have an investigation, in order to find out exactly what happened. And that evidence is going to come from a number of different sources. Witnesses that actually saw it, Facebook postings, officers, all those things are going to be taken into account. Only thing I can assure you is this: I will be fair and I will be transparent, not only with this family.
Oh, did he just say they're going to use Facebook postings? Now, I don't have, I'm not going to bring this post up, but I just saw recently that they're going to use a Facebook post of someone that says like they were right there when it happened. You know what I mean? It's a female driving, and she's live, and she's kind of showing, you know, the scene, and I think it's already kind of happened, but she was talking like she was there. She was talking, you know, and they're getting ready to use that. But you see how this nigga just try to finesse this, man? That's why nobody, that's why that's why they not liking y'all, man. That's why they not liking y'all in the police, man. That's, I mean, they try to really finesse this shit. All right, hold on, let me get to this right here, and then you know, like I said, I'm about to wrap this up here in a minute. Okay, so so what I looked up this right here, this article right here was very interesting, man. It says the KKK robes and State Museum have local links. Okay, and throughout this article, what was very important was that this robe right here was kept by, so it says officials were able to track the origin of the robes to Du Bois County. Here they were owned by Ronald Siebert, a Huntingburg police chief who began serving in the post in 1967 and continued into 1970s. Siebert died in 2007. His wife, Mary Siebert, confirmed husbands owned the robes. He did own the robes. They were from the early 1970s, Maurice Siebert. That was a time when the KKK was more political than anything else. Now, I got articles on here where it talks about the strength of the KKK and how the KKK was very strong in Indianapolis. Some of y'all don't understand. The Ku Klux Klan was strong in Indianapolis, like up to 300,000 people. And just Indiana alone, man. So where do you think these people went, man? Where do you think these people have gone? It's one of those movie scenes from that community got together and saw. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Will people come forward as a witness? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the thing. But you know, I really think that, you know, we got to try to find a way for them to get protected, man. So you got too many of these so-called hardcore niggas out here that, you know what I'm saying. And let me show you this. Let me just keep showing. But you got people that claim to be hardcore, man. And you know, I seen videos, people on 38th Street, and I mean, people are not ready, man. People are not ready, man. People are not ready. Look at this right here, man. People are not ready. Are KKK members infiltrating our police departments? Look at this right here, man. Look at this right here. Okay, so this says right here, at least one active Ku Klux Klan group. No, and then the other one is no documented active Ku Klux Klan group. The active is in red. Look at all these. Look at this, man. Indiana's lit up. Indiana's lit up, man. Indiana's lit up. So if you think for a minute that the KKK don't have anything to do with law enforcement, man, go look up they reports. Go look up the 2018 police report. Go look up all these pictures. You gotta understand, man. They try to overhaul black officers, and they try to, you know, within the past 2-3 years, they try to hire, you know, hire like 100 black officers. But you know what I'm saying? Where are they putting them, man? Where are they putting them? You know, where are they putting all these black officers? Because, you know, the ones that are good, the ones that you know what I'm saying, that should be getting praise and shine, you know, like the black woman that got killed, the black officer with Leah, you know. Let me just go back a little bit. This is who I was talking about earlier. DC Stevenson, DC Stevenson, DC Stevenson, David Curtis Stevenson. Y'all go read about him. Read it. He was convicted murderer and rapist who in 1923 was appointed Grand Dragon of the branch of the Ku Klux Klan in Indiana and head of the Klan recruiting for 7 other states. This is who you got. This is who you got bloodlines in Indiana with. This is who you got ties in Indiana with. So let me just, you know what I mean? Let me just say that there's ties, hella ties of Ku Klux Klan all through Indiana. And so what I'm gonna do is, and I'm gonna have to do a part 2 of this, but you know, I just want to keep showing things, man. See, with this eugenics movement that Margaret Sanger tried to cause, which is Planned Parenthood, you know, these are the type of things that were going on in Indiana. These were eugenics sterilizations in Indiana. This is facts now. After the passing of Indiana sterilization law, which stayed in effect between 1907 and 1974, about 2,500 sterilizations were carried out in the state. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? They had sterilization laws in Indiana. Okay, they had sterilization laws in Indiana, man, all the way up to 1974. So don't go for when people start talking about, oh, this was just X amount of years ago, and this, man, if you got grandparents, man, your grandparents, they were lineage of slaves. And Indiana is a prime place. So let me find this clip, because I wanted to play this clip, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. I appreciate those that, you know what I'm saying, tuned in tonight. You know what I mean? I try to keep this under a certain amount of time, but I want to go into a clip that basically, and then also let me say this: when they talk about Dreasjon Reed and what you saw with the police talking about, it was a weapon. Man, look, man, it was a weapon in his car. Okay, it was a weapon that was found in the man's car. There's no way that dude had a gun on him. Okay, if he had a gun on him, because like I had to say this earlier on, riddle me this: if he had a gun on him and shot at that officer, you never hear the officer say shots fired. You never hear the officer say shots fired. Okay, so they're going to have to explain why you don't hear shots fired. You do not hear shots fired in any of that. Any of that stuff that you can rewind it back 1,000 times. You can watch it over and over again, and you will not hear that cop say shots fired, even when they still had the camera rolling. You never hear anybody saying shots fired, man. You never hear the dude talking about, yeah, man, you know, he shot back and I had to, man, they because they didn't care. You had the dude talking about he ain't gonna have it's gonna be a closed casket, homie. That's because they shot the dude, and now they're saying that he like swerved. Oh, he swerved over possibly, and they shot him in the face. They shot that boy all in the face. And see, you got stuff like this that still people still remember. You know, what about this? No, like this is the 30th anniversary of this. What about this? What about this? Who killed Michael Taylor? Who killed Michael Taylor? What about this? What about this? What about this? Who killed Michael Taylor? Who remembers this? I don't give a damn who's watching right now. Well, I do, but I'm saying, who remembers this? This is the brother. This was sick. He was 16 years old. He was 16. They had him cuffed up in the back. He was 16, and they said that he shot himself in the head, talking about he might have been double jointed. And they sold that, and this was in '87. And what I just read you from the dude that had the road, that was in the '70s. So man, I'm trying to tell you, man, look, man, this shit is heavy, and is real heavy in the Indianapolis Police Department. If you think that the Klan has not infiltrated the Indianapolis Police Department, man, go look at some of these pictures of these people, man. Go look at some of the pictures of these people, man. These people look crazy as shit. They look like they straight off. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. You still got people that are remembering that. You still got people that are remembering that. Okay? You still got people that are remembering that. So let me see. Because this and I'm talking all Indianapolis, man. I'm talking all Indianapolis. Anything that I've talked about tonight is Indianapolis, man. You understand what I'm saying? And I got a lot more shit, but I'm not gonna be on here 2 hours. I'm not gonna be on here. I just want to basically just get in and out and basically just give the people my perspective on why they had this ritual to do something to Dreasjon Reed, man. You know, this is something that, you know, this is a history of systematic white supremacy, and this is white supremacy right now that is at its height of trying to just say we can do whatever we want, we can kill you any way we want. And so when that went down in Georgia with Ahmaud Arbery, okay, people, man, it was getting ready to turn up all off that. Then you had Breonna Taylor, you had George Floyd, and you had Dreasjon Reed in there somewhere. They did smear campaigns on all these people. They doing smear campaigns on all these people. Right now, man, you got people that are pissed off, man, because they won't release any of the footage or any of the tapes, anything that they may have that has to do with the scene. And so what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna tap into brother Moju Ajabu, because what he did was, yeah, it is, yeah. No, yeah, insurance companies. What do you mean insurance? You mean as far as the police? Because that's what we need to be doing. We need to be hitting the police insurance company. That is something that's happened. You know what I'm saying? We need to be hitting up the police's insurance company. We definitely need to be doing that. We definitely need to be doing that. We need to be hitting up the police insurance company. That's facts. That's facts. So what I'm gonna do right now, hold on. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna play this clip for brother Moju Ajabu. And what I want you to do is, man, I want you to pay attention to what he's saying, because what you're gonna see is, man, you're gonna see in this clip that there's even more evidence that this was not only a ritual, but this was something that was planned. All right, the police officer that was following Dreasjon Reed, because what I want to say is this, man, and I wasn't gonna play it. I was, but I'm not. There's a clip where he's shooting out of his car. They shooting out of his car. He's shooting out of his car, and he's shooting like in a neighborhood. And you got people saying, well, you know, this dude shot it in the neighborhood on live. You gotta understand, man. You think for a second, listen to me, people. Listen to me. You think for a second that you about to go Facebook Live and be able to shoot in the neighborhood, and they won't come find you like the next day or that night? Man, don't go for that shit, man. Don't go for that. Please don't. But I'm gonna play this right here, man. It's a powerful clip right here. I'm gonna play the whole joint. Play the whole joint.
Going on, but I want to give you some facts on what's going on again, to just give you an update on what's going on. It appears that Sean Reed pulled up on the lot there at the Ace Lock and Key He came from there and ran across the street. It looks like he was accosted. Let me go over here right now. And I've shown you this before, but let me do it again. He came over here, and it looks like that there's a little memorial that has been set up, and we need to bind together as a community, but we need to understand what happened. He came from over there, from Ace Lock and Key. Looks like he ran through here. How y'all doing? All right, Bernardo. Looks like he ran through here and actually was shot. Now there's a memorial that is set up, and we have to honor the young man. Looked like that they burnt some candles and things, you know, and you can see it here. You can see this is probably the last step, a footprint of the last step that Sean took, and he died, shot down right here, and you can see it. It looks like the rain has eroded all of the blood that was here yesterday, but people have set up a memorial. Now, what is happening is we got to understand that there is the library over here. And let me go over here to the library, because this library plays a very important part in us understanding the truth of what really happened. It's been reported. I have received reports of eyewitnesses that said that they saw Sean pull up on the lot over at Ace Lock and Key and saw him running, and he had a phone in his hand, one hand, and a shirt in the other hand. But we're going over here to the library because the library can verify whether Sean had a gun. Now, he obviously had a gun because he's on Facebook with a gun and actually shooting it out of his car. But that doesn't mean that.
And that's the video I played you. That's the video I played. Well, I didn't play you the video, but that's the video I'm speaking of. That it's only like a 7-second video, but I mean they're using that as a smear campaign to say that, you know what I'm saying, he shot at the police. But like I said, you never hear the police saying shots fired. You understand what I'm saying? You never hear the police saying shots fired. Let's get that shit clear, man. Let's get it clear, goddamn. Shit.
He had that gun when he ran from the car. So if you look here at the library, that's a camera.
Right there, camera
that
right there.
That camera is pointed directly
at the scene,
toward where Sean was shot down and killed. 13 times that young man was shot. This camera that sits on the what is this? The south wall of the library would have recorded that.
Yes, sir.
We are telling and demanding from the police chief, Chief Taylor, to release that video. Let us see what's going on. Likewise, see, you can never ignore the church. There's a church just to the east of the library. If you go over here to the church that's to the east of the library, it probably also collected evidence as to what really went down. Did Sean have a gun when he was on the run? That's a question that needs to be asked. the police have pulled, I'm sure, this information.
Yeah.
And as you look here on the church, there is a camera. That camera is pointing directly toward where Sean got shot.
Over in that area.
And if it's wide angled enough, it actually captured it all from him running from the Ace Hardware to where he got shot down over there. So we got the camera on the wall of the library. We also got the camera on the wall of the church. We need that information released. The chief says that there was no camera on the officer. Well, there didn't need to be a camera on the officer. There are cameras here on the library and on the church that can record and probably did record what happened to Sean. We don't have to have the version that the police are giving us. We need to see the video. And then I understand that there might be another camera that recorded what's going on. I'm walking over here now and we see the demonstrators. They're out here demanding justice for Sean. But we're going to come over here and see if we can't find some other things that can give us information about what really went on. Now, I thought that there might be a camera here on this corner, but let's go see if Ace Hardware has a camera. We need to know what's going on. We're demanding from the police chief for all right, stay strong, for the police chief to give us information as to what, and see, here we are. Even when you look on the Ace Hardware, here's a camera. If you look on the Ace Hardware, there's another camera. So this camera information should be, there it is. This is on the lot that Sean pulled up. If Sean pulled up on this lot, then there is video evidence of what took place. He was on this lot at this time. So now you got cameras on the Ace Hardware, you got cameras on the library, you got cameras on the church. We need to know what's going on. We're asking for the release of that information immediately. You're listening to Elder Emoji Ajabu.
Hey man, shout out to Emoji Ajabu, man. Shout out to the elder, man. Shout out to the elder, man. You see that, man? Three different places, probably 5 different cameras. And you mean to tell me they got the footage, man? If you think they ain't got the footage, they got the footage, B. They got the footage, man. Don't think they ain't got the footage, man. So how long they gonna play this game? So what I'm saying tonight, man, you know, what I like to do is I like to come with solutions. Some of the solutions are getting a code of conduct right now in my city, in my home city, making sure that we try to really organize the best way we can, because you got a lot of niggatry going on, man. All right, you got a lot of nigga shit going on, man. You got niggas on 38th Street, man. You got niggas that, you know, just got a lot of niggatry going on, man. So we gotta like, because this is my thing, like all this turning up, man, that niggas is doing, all this turning up that niggas is doing, It makes no sense, man. Like if you getting an opportunity right now to, walk the streets, man, post up heavy. You know what I'm saying? Got the females around, you sipping, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, man, like we doing the wrong thing, man. We doing the wrong thing. We doing the wrong thing, man. We doing the wrong thing. We shouldn't be out here turning up, man. We should not be out here turning up. We should be all organizing and mobilizing, man. And that's the part that I'm kind of like not liking, because at any given time, something can pop off, man. At any given time, man, you could be out in whatever hood you want to be in, and people can get shot, man. People can get shot. You know what I'm saying? I talked about this last week. People can get shot. Just like how people were getting shot this past weekend. Like my brother Chris Beatty, that guy, I feel he got assassinated. And just like how you just seen tonight, I believe that I showed you how the preservation of the Ku Klux Klan is running rampant in Indianapolis. You got these militias, and you got, I believe they're heavy in law enforcement. Okay, so like I said, we need solutions, man. Solutions. We need a code. We need a code of conduct. We need to stay on that. You know what I'm saying? We need to be able to um stay on that, man. We gotta understand, this is just the appetizer, man. They allowing you to go out, because don't be surprised if this corona thing start coming back up. You understand what I'm saying? um but right now, man, we too interested in just being out the house, man, and turning up like it's 2001 or something, man. Like, we way too focused on that part, man. We way too focused on that part, you understand? Because that part right there, we got to get out. We should be strategizing, man. I'm seeing videos, and I'm not even gonna share these. I'm not even gonna play these videos. I'm seeing videos of niggas in the street, niggas in the streets turned up, man. Niggas got the bottles of liquor. Niggas is like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is winning, man. Niggas is like, nigga, yo, we got the hoes, nigga, like, yo, man, y'all need to get your shit together, man. If you hearing my voice right now, man, please, man, get somebody close. Oh, see, they fucking with my feed. They messing with my feed, man. They messing with my feed, man. I'm about to wrap this up, man. I just need a few more minutes. They messing with the feed though, yo. I'm trying to find this. Picture, man. But we gotta take this serious, man. We got to. That's part of the problem. We're not taking this shit serious. And then because they out here, they messing with my feed again. They messing with it. But they don't want they want us out here vulnerable, man. You understand what I'm saying? They want us out here basically butt naked, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been going hard for a little minute. I'm trying to find why can't I get this picture? I should have this picture on deck. But they want us out there. They want us out there partying and bullshitting, man. That's what they want. That's what they want. Hold on, let me find this picture, and then I'm gone. I'm almost done. Let me find this picture, and I'm ghost. I'm gone. Let me find this one picture. I'm trying to find this one picture, man, and I swear I'm going to be out of here. Appreciate those that came on my page, man, that came on the show. You know what I'm saying? I try to bring something to the to the show. Let me see, man. I cannot find this picture right now. That's pissing me off. See if I can find it. So you know what I mean? Like I said, we gotta strategize, man. If you in Indianapolis right now, man, you got to strategize, man. Stay your black ass out the hood. And if you in the hood, be plotting and strategizing, man. So they slowing my shit down. If you plot, man, be plotting and strategizing, man. Don't be out here. Matter of fact, let me see, man. I think I took a screenshot of this, man, and I'm just gonna show the picture on my phone. I'm gonna show the picture on my phone because this is very serious, man. This is very serious. So what I want y'all to see is this picture right here. You see this picture right here? I talked about this last week. You see this picture right here? These are the dudes right here that's coming to unload on you in your hood. These are the dudes right here that are held. Not even that no one even knows where the fuck these people are at. And you see this, you see the shit here. I'm gonna show it again, man. You see this in the top. You see this in the top corner. You see this in the top corner right there. You see that in the top corner right there. That is a white supremacist hand gesture. That is for white power. You see, there's 2 rings of that. And you had these dudes downtown on Saturday night, and then nobody do nothing to these dudes. Didn't nobody do nothing to these dudes. Didn't nobody try to check for these dudes. None of that. You understand what I'm saying? So where the niggas at on that? And while y'all pouring up, man, y'all should be trying to find these dudes, man. So that's all I got for tonight, man. You know, appreciate those that tuned in to your boy. What I'm gonna do is, man, like I said, I try to bring solutions, man. I feel solutions should be right now on just even better than ever, man. It should be at a high level of just finding solutions, trying to build. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, I think that we should really try to, you know, this is a pivotal time right now to try to get something going, man. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, man, I'm going to appreciate those that have checked your boy out. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to leave with the home team. You know what I'm saying? And you know, y'all be safe out here, man. Y'all be safe. Y'all be cautious. You know what I'm saying? Tune in every week, man. And I feel as if that I came with something tonight. So rest in peace, you know, Sean Reed. I hope your family get what they supposed to get, and I hope that the truth come out. You know what I mean? So that's all I got, man. You know, I'm out, man. Y'all be easy, man. For real.
Nah, baby. Yeah.
Home team.
We're grooving over here, though. You know what I'm saying?
Lexzyme Productions.
Cheer. Surrounded by ball players and politicians, they all know me by my name. I'm greeted by the waiter, AC Slater, looking like pour me water. I tip them 5, sky view over the Metropolitan. I'm polished, probably get my Polo Classic fitted that I got from Larry Love. I'm cautious around Caucasians as they mean mother thugs, staring like I don't belong. Show my MasterCard, give them a head nod, tell them move it along. Tabasco cigars can be involved as I brainstorm. A storm is coming, cause hustlers think it enormous. Bitch niggas being dormant, we call fly bitches and resources. I make my way to the piano list that's in my section. I told her play some Marvin Gaye with mountains in your presence. An ounce away from recopping, ain't no stopping. I take a sip for the my top, get a signal from my waiter, sip my grill shrimps ready in 5. And I got a laid back swag, a fresh cut. Can I rest? I'm lounging in the eagle's nest. Yes, cheer. Even the smoothest cats move ass backwards and got ashes on how they tap dance on the atlas. I don't move with them actions, I'm actually rather reserved. At least you heard it from me. It said the accusations from this, that, and the third, or admissions from a bird. My current situation get currency till the curtain close. Gold cup links with the initials. My parents this time looking very official. Cut bitches off with they petty issues. I'm trying to make it to the top level with the dons is welcome. My life is the circle from the circle city of frauds. Private meetings on the east wing. Now I'm involved. So what's your occupation? Street pharmacist on the track. I spit arsonist with articulate flows. The architect of a hustler, but keep that on the low. Hate it when whack niggas wanna get me on tracks. I call you back. Y'all fucking up my vibe while I'm chilling in the sky. And I got a laid back swag, a fresh cut. Can I rest? Yeah, I'm lounging in the eagle's nest. For my smooth players, you know what I'm saying? Ride down Meridian with a fine day. Right now I'm talking to you, but right now I'm in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Chicago Ave. Looking at the skyline and shit, but talking to my players worldwide, you know what I'm saying? Wherever Eagles Nest you at, whatever lounge you at, you know what I'm saying? Cigar bar. Make sure you smoke that good shit, man, you know. Pour up some Dulce, some champagne, some Canary Yellow. That's a rockin' pineapple, you know what I mean? For emotion, mouse. And this is what it sounds like. Down, lay back. Can I rest? Yeah.
Lexi Production.